another car vlog. Hello everybody, I am Mare. We are in the Jeep, as you can hear. Oh, she is trying to get moving, just like me this morning. Oh man. Okay, so this is my second vlog of this week. Kind of. Well, I've been doing like makeup-y vlogs, but anyway. Hi, welcome if you're new here. I do reviews and makeup and all kinds of stuff, but occasionally I do a car vlog, and I love doing these because I live on a mountain in the middle of nowhere, and I like to drive down my road, and it's literally just usually me. Very few people out. It's been very cold here. It's gonna warm up next week. Kind of a little frustrated because I've had a really nice break after the holidays. I'm getting ahead of myself. So hi, I'm a retired makeup artist, esthetician, nail tech, hairstylist. Now I live and I'm out in the middle of nowhere where I do all this stuff for YouTube because that's a lot more fun than working in a salon. Also, the stupid state board wouldn't transfer my license when I moved from Detroit to Pennsylvania, which is why I don't do hair and makeup here. Not that I think, I really think it was a gift from the universe. It really was. At first I was really frustrated about it, but then that's how I became a dog trainer and dog groomer. So that is my day job. Is I'm a pet stylist, if you will. I prefer the term pet stylist because I give them style. I give them class and sass and make dogs pretty. I have a sign in my salon that I always tell you guys. It says it's like a 1950s kind of lady, and she's working on a standard poodle, and it says it's a beautiful day to make dogs pretty. That's kind of how I feel about my job. So that's my day job, and I do YouTube in between that and remodeling our home that we have lived in forever, that I talked about on my vlog yesterday. So I think this is gonna go up. I think today is Saturday when you're watching this. I have kind of a backlog of videos right now, so I have some things I need to edit. I was talking about my Jeremy videos, which I'm going to try to edit this weekend. But now, okay, I don't usually work and take clients on the weekends, but there's someone really special who has this little 5-month-old puppy. It's a little tiny toy poodle puppy named Stella, the cutest thing. Stella! She is so precious. And she's the one who belongs to, I think I told you guys in another vlog, if you watched it, the vlog where I said that Silva, who is a waitress at the, wait, my heat is going crazy in here. Okay, we don't need it blowing that much. So it was a small world story I told in the vlog about Silva, who was a waitress at one of my husband and mine's restaurants we always go to. We always have date nights there. Hey, there's my mail guy. Oh, different male person today. Male person, not my male dude. My male dude is a guy who actually drives a Jeep, and his sister owns a Jeep repair shop, which is pretty cool. Not a lot of women own Jeep repair shops. So I talk to him all the time, but that's not him. He must have the day off. Yes, I live in a little tiny middle of nowhere town, kind of. It's very touristy. I live in a tourist area. So anyway, we have not been out to our date night dinners because, well, my husband was away one weekend. He went to Michigan, and then he came back and he was sick. And I don't think I talked about this in a vlog. My husband went away, not this past weekend, but the one before, not the weekend before Valentine's Day. He was away. He went back to see his family in Michigan. Literally the third morning he was there, he had to drive home completely under the weather, sick. He was in bed for the entire week. He was out. I did not see him for a total of 7 days. I did not see him for 7 days at all because I did not want to get sick. So I'm like, look, I can't deal with this. We can't have both of us get sick because somebody's got to take care of the chickens and the ducks and our dogs and our guinea pigs and everything. And I have a pet mouse now, don't ask. So somebody's got to take care of everything. So basically, if we both get sick, we're in big trouble because somebody's got to feed everyone and go out and water the chickens and the ducks a couple of times a day. Yeah, it's a lot to do. It's a lot of stuff to take care of. So I'm like, I do not want to get this. Plus, I'm still mentally scarred from when I got COVID last summer, when I came back, when I got sick in Dublin, and I was sick for literally sick for a month, like an entire month. It knocked me out. But I didn't get out of bed for 10 days or something like that, 7 to 10 days. I could barely do anything. And I was mega sick with COVID. And I took multiple COVID tests. It was the reddest, the most liney line COVID. Yes, you have it big time, don't move. And I just lived in my bed. My husband kept trying to threaten to take me to the hospital because I didn't eat anything for 7 days. I was barely eating anything, and I was just drinking water. And I talked about last year how it messed up my taste buds. My taste buds are still not totally the same. They're better. So I do have a coffee. This is actually a coffee my husband brought me the other night yesterday from Wawa, and I just refilled the cup. I had some left, so I refrigerated it, and then I refilled the cup and I topped it off with our coffee this morning. So that's what this is. It's kind of a weird mix. So, what was I saying? I don't know, I'm all over the place. Again, as usual. God, I kind of want to go that way so you guys can see the view. It's so pretty. I need to do a vlog when it's a little bit, it's gorgeous out today. Look at the sun. It's so sunny here. I feel so much better because it's sunny. Okay, so this week, I was supposed to have a makeup video on Thursday. And I did my makeup video on Wednesday, and I wasn't really feeling it, if you watch that video. I liked the look. It was nice, and it was a more normie look. And I said, some days I'm just not feeling all crazy. I have been fighting a cold, and I said this in another vlog about a week ago. I said, is it just me, or has everyone had a cold since January 1st? I constantly feel like I'm right on the edge of getting sick. And what I think it is just this crazy weather. It keeps getting 40 degrees here, and it gets to be 40 degrees, and then it goes down to 7. And then it goes back up and it's 28. And then it goes down to 10. And then it goes back up to 43. And then it goes back down to 12. That is exactly the weather that makes me feel like crap, and I get sick constantly. Because I'm not just staying inside, I'm out in my yard several times a day taking care of chickens and ducks who are also trying to deal with that weather change. And I'm putting warm water out for everyone. I'm putting warm water out on my deck for my little birdies, and putting bird seed out, and soot cakes, and feeding the bunnies that live on my property, because we have bunnies now. I don't know if I told you. We have bunnies. I'm very excited. When it snows, there's bunny tracks, and they're living in the wood piles, and then we have a big rock pile. So they're living in those, or possibly under my husband's shed. There's tracks going to both, although they might just be, I think they're probably living in the wood pile or the rock pile. And I think maybe they just go under the shed just to be safe, if a hawk's around or something like that. Anyway, so I'm out there feeding everyone, and I'm bringing in wood, for our wood stove all the time. So I have to bundle all up and put on my big boots and my hat and my ice cleats, because our entire yard now is an ice rink, because it keeps melting and then refreezing and melting and refreezing. So it literally looks like a sheet of ice, like an absolute ice sheet. It is so freaking crazy and messed up. But I have 3 different sets of ice cleats. Those things, they strap on the bottoms of your boot, and they're like cramp on, cramp off, those things. So I have those, and those work really well. But earlier this week, I didn't tell you guys before I filmed my videos this week, I did wipe out on the ice in my yard. And my left leg is bruised up, and I kind of tweaked my back out a little bit. That didn't help. On top of that, I've been what is this deal with me feeling like I have a cold, and I'm fighting a cold all the time? Oh, so I was supposed to do a makeup look yesterday, and I could not do anything. My husband worked from home, so he was helping kind of with everything. The kids, aka, sorry, there's a hair. Oh, you can't see it. There's a hair in here. So yesterday morning, I went to Taco Bell, though. I felt like crap. I know I didn't feel good because I went to Taco Bell. I didn't get any kind of beverage. I got a bean burrito thing. One of those grilled cheese burritos, but I got it with beans and no meat. And I didn't even eat all of it. I got one burrito and I couldn't even eat all of it. I ate like half of it, maybe half, and the rest of it's in the fridge. So I knew, I'm like, I'm not feeling good. But I opened my Instagram, and that stupid the Milk Bar bakery place that I love, they did a crossover with Taco Bell and did the birthday cake churros. And it came up yesterday in my stupid timeline on Instagram, and I'm like, okay, it's noon. It was like a sign. It came up at noon that the Taco Bell churros had just come out, and I have the app, and I looked on the app, and it was on there. I also had $3 free cash money on the app. I'm like, well, these will pay for the churros, so I'll do a review of them. And I thought maybe if I get out of the house just for a few minutes, I'll feel a little bit better. So I went down to Taco Bell. Plus, my husband was working from home. I wasn't feeling good. I didn't want to make him any. I was like, I don't feel like making lunch. I mean, he makes his own lunch all the time, but sometimes I'll make him something. But I was like, do you want anything? So I grabbed him a couple of bean burritos. So he was happy. He had bean burritos, and I did a review on Instagram and here in one of those 3-minute shorts. Nobody is at the post office. I love it. I loves it. I love it. I love it. It's so, I have the tiniest little post office, and there's like nobody here right now. I love it. All right. So anyway, this is a quick vlog because I had to come to the post office because I have this sending something to Peterman, and I've had this for weeks. I mean, really since the beginning of the year. So I'm going to go take this in and mail it. I will be right back. Okay, so I am back. It's on the way. It should be there on Monday. So I've had that book. Okay, and before Peter Ron's going to be like, oh, you keep sending me gifts. Okay, listen, Linda. The book was free. Okay. Oh, well, now you know it's a book. Oh, come on. Look at the packaging. Read the room. You know it's a book. Anyway, so I sent a book to Peter Mon, and I don't want him to feel bad. It did not cost me anything except to mail it, which is no big deal. I have been decluttering and going through a lot of things, but I had 2 copies of this book. I had already owned that book, and then a friend of mine gifted it to me because it's a very popular book in my circles, and that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to ruin the surprise. But it's a very popular book, and I had 2 copies of it, and I've had the 2 copies for years and years and years. And it's funny how, you know, I had the Walking Dead compendium. I think it was number 3 or 4 of the big book of all the comics that I sent to him, and I had that in my garage for like so long. I was gonna donate it or something, and I'm going through my books because I moved them out of my bedroom and into my guest room. I have like a little library in my guest room now. I put a different desk in there and it has a bookcase, so that anybody who comes and stays, there's like a whole library in there. And I'm basically gonna be like, hey, if there's a book you like, take it. I have too many books, and I do like to share books. I am a big fan of sharing books. In fact, I swear I should just start a channel where all I do is talk about books that I have and then gift them to people. I swear, because I'm really trying to downsize my life. I've been doing it for over a year now, and I feel like I'm going to be doing it until the day I am no longer here. I'm kind of doing that Swedish death cleaning thing, that all that stuff pops up like Swedish death cleaning, like you act like, okay, if I went tomorrow, what is all the crap? I don't want everybody to have to deal with all this stuff, right? But I've just really gotten to a point where I really want to simplify my life and just get rid of a lot of stuff. But this book is right in line with, it's just the perfect marriage of me having 2 of this book and Peter Mon being really into this specific topic right now. So it was just the perfect thing. I knew he was meant to have it. I have some other friends, like, yeah, I could have given it to them, but they already know all this stuff. It's not that big of a deal. I love sharing books like this specific book I sent him. And you'll see when, I'm sure he's going to open it on his vlog channel, and you'll see what it is. Anyway, so that's done. So I love it. There was 2 guys working in the post office. I went to my P.O. box and I got no mail. I'm not expecting anything. I'm not trying to guilt you guys. You don't have to send me anything. I just love having a P.O. box because if I ever blow up on YouTube, I don't need to be doxxed. Okay, I don't need to be doxxed. I like having it in my description box in case brands want to send me anything or whatever, you know. I don't need everybody knowing my home address. I kind of made that mistake on social media in the past. I'm not doing that ever again. Never say mail me stuff at my house and then put your house address. Just saying. But the problem is a lot of people can't afford a P.O. box. And let me tell you, this P.O. box, she ain't cheap. It's expensive. It's like over $300 a year for me to keep this P.O. box, which I kind of hate. But I look at it as insurance, that some wackadoo isn't going to find me online and then, like, look up where I live, right? So that's the only reason I really have it. And I know I'm probably being paranoid, but I'd rather be paranoid because shit happens. And I have had stalkers in my past. I've talked about that in vlogs before. Over the years, I have had many, many crazy things happen, and stalkers and people who followed me home or found where I lived. And so it's weird. Very weird. Happened in Detroit a lot. And it did happen when I first moved out here. I had a Facebook stalker that was actually really scary that I reported. And back then, Facebook actually did kind of listen more. Now Meta doesn't give two shits, but they actually did listen to me because this was really scary. And I had my friends and people looking. It was one of those things like they took my name, and it wasn't a hacker taking my name. It was a stalker who took my name and was saving all my pictures and resharing them with comments that were like, you know, this is my new girlfriend in a picture of me. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. First off, I'm married. And second off, creepy. And the guy actually lived in like West Virginia or something, because I told this story in a vlog before. He posted a picture of this super romantic, like Valentine's Day looking table with like a whole dinner and balloons and candles. And he said, this is the dinner I would have for her someday when I buy her dinner or something like that. And I was like, whoa, dude, freaking me out. It's like screams serial killer. Then it's like the next picture's a dungeon going, this is where I'm going to keep her in my basement. No, he didn't do that. But you know what I'm saying? It's like that escalated quickly. It went from like sharing my pictures and saying, you know, the prettiest girl I've ever seen, I'm so in love, and I'm like, weird. Okay, this is stuff that people do to like movie stars, and I don't know how they deal with it, because I was like, it made me feel really icky and weird and kind of invasive, right? It felt very invasive. I know he was being complimentary, but it was in a really like, dude, crossing a line, weird kind of way. Like, he basically made me a fan page, but he's my only biggest fan. Yeah, it was weird. So now you know why I don't like people having my address, and I pay extra money every year, and I budget to have a P.O. box. If you ever do want to send me anything, I have a P.O. box down below, and I will endeavor to send you something back. Maybe we should start a book exchange. I don't know. Anyway, but if I ever do a booktube channel and do a thing with books, at least I have my P.O. box and I can do a book exchange with people or whatever. So it's just a good thing to have. It's very cool. But I went in and there was a bunch of mail in there, and I'm like, this isn't me. And they had put it in my P.O. box, but it was for the person next to me. So I'm glad I went and checked it, because there was a check in there, and it was a business. It was a business that the name on the P.O. box on all the stuff, some business name, and there was a check in there. So I'm like, well, make sure this guy gets his stuff, because he's probably looking for this. And I haven't been to my P.O. box in a while, so who knows how long it was in there. And it's been a couple of weeks, I think, since I've been there. So yeah, but the guys at my P.O. at my USPS are really nice. Like I said, it's one desk, and they close between noon and 1 for lunch, and like, it's closed, like nobody's there. You can have access to your P.O. box, but they pull the screen down and you can't mail anything. If you do have something you need to pick up from your P.O. box, you can't. So it's like the whole place shuts down for an hour for our postmaster to have lunch. And the people who work there are really nice. There was this one lady who worked there years ago. She was so sweet. I miss her. She was so nice. I cannot remember her name, but she was really, really cool. And it's like right on the tip of my tongue. Why is this guy just sitting here? I am so confused right now. There's a guy just sitting like at a total stop on my road. That's not a good idea. If you know my road, mountain road, very windy, going all uphill, and you can't just stop on my road because people could come up and not see you and just slam into you. So I hate when people do things like that. It's like, you're not from here, are you? That's what I always say. You're not from here. Y'all ain't from around here, are ya? Y'all ain't local. Oh my God. Oh, Lenny's got one of the dumpsters back. This is what a country yokel I am now. Lenny's dumpster's back. Lenny is a really cool guy who lives down the road from me, and he has dumpsters. And when we're cleaning out, we're going to be cleaning out my shed, and we have a bunch of garbage in the yard. I think you guys have seen it, the pile of garbage in my yard. As soon as spring hits, the dumpsters come in, and I'm cleaning out my shed and getting rid of things. I have a lot of broken stuff, mostly broken things, but we have all this stuff that needs to go in the dumpster from like last fall remodeling. So we have a pile in the yard right now, and the bunnies are not living in that because I have not seen tracks going over to the pile of trash because they're smart bunnies. They stay in the stones or the wood pile. So yeah, I've actually been putting food out for the bunnies because they keep going over to where the corn is for the crows. I've been leaving eggs out for my crows because it's so cold here that my chicken eggs and my duck eggs, if I don't get them soon enough, they freeze. So what happens when, I don't know if you've ever frozen an egg, if the egg freezes, it expands, so it splits the shell. So it's just this solid, like an ice cube of an egg, and the shell's split. So then if you do let it thaw, you can let it thaw, but I'm not doing that. Because then once the shell is split, it's not a clean egg. I haven't washed it. So then I don't want to get like bacteria or anything in there. Anyway, bird flu thing, don't worry. I don't have to worry about it. My birds are very safe, and there are no wild birds in my backyard. The crows that come around are out in the woods, and they're kind of like, they're very shy. They don't come around where my birds do, really. And crows are not, like, the bird flu thing is not so much a crow thing. I don't want to get into it, but I know more about the bird flu than most people do, or I've been educating a lot of people on it because I've been a poultry tech for the state of Pennsylvania. I am a licensed poultry tech through Penn State University. I know all about chicken health and wellness, and ducks and pheasants and turkeys and quail, anything in poultry. I had to actually take classes down in Harrisburg at the state capitol. I had to go to Penn State University with the Penn State teachers, and through Penn State Agriculture. I am licensed. My license renews every 2 years. And yeah, so I've been a poultry tech since, I want to say, I think it was 13, 14, something like that. Might have been 2012. I don't know, but it's been like since the early 2010s. I've been a poultry tech, so it has been a long time. I can't believe I've been doing it this long. I had to learn how to draw blood so I can do blood tests on chickens and ducks and turkeys, and boy, it's not fun, let me tell you. It's not easy. I bet you can't guess where we take blood from. Comment below. No, you'll Google it. You lift up their wing, and right here, basically it's like their armpit, you can see a really nice vein right there, and that's where you draw blood from. Interesting. I also know how to do throat swabs for ducks. You do a throat swab for a duck, and you can test them for different airborne diseases and things. Anyway, I know way too much about avian flu. My birds are very safe from it. I have a biosecure yard. I keep my yard very biosecure. I'm very careful about that. There's biosecurity practices that everyone who has chickens should do, and most of them don't. Don't get me started. Anyway, I have rambled on about all this stuff that really has nothing to do with what I wanted to talk about, and now I'm pulling in my driveway, so this kind of sucks. I wasn't done. Four-wheel drive, and pulling into the ice and snow on my driveway. Oh, so I was gonna say, I started saying, so I'm a doggy pet stylist, and I'm so not worried. It'll be a good week next week. I love that I'm going into the last week of February. Normally I'm coasting in on fumes with my checking account. And my financial situation is going to be good this last month because guess what? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, not Friday, Saturday, I am booked every day with clients. So I will be making dogs pretty in 2 days. Sunday's the first one. Monday, I have a standard poodle. Monday's standard poodle day. Tuesday is Yorkie day. I have multiple Yorkies. Wednesday and Thursday, multiple standard poodles. Friday, I have off so far, unless someone calls me. And then a week from Saturday, so not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. So it's going to be an entire week of working every day. So I am going to endeavor to vlog and maybe do a couple of makeup videos. I might try, depending on how I feel, because like I said, I feel like I'm still kind of fighting a little cold, but I am going to endeavor to pre-record some videos, and my videos that I have not finished editing, my Jeremy videos, and my eye is so itchy right now. I'm going to try to get those done so that I'll have stuff up next week. I'm going to try to get some makeup videos up, but when I am bathing and grooming dogs all day, the last thing I often want to do is throw a bunch of makeup on. But I'll see. I'm going to try to do it. But, you know, I'm taking care of all my animals, and I am working as a pet stylist. And I am booked 7 days. Basically, Saturday. Oh, wait. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Not Friday. 6 days. So 6 days out of the 7 next week, I have clients booked. So it's going to be a crazy week. Maybe I'll do a vlog, like, while I'm working. I never do that. I never film while I'm working. I think it's just, I don't want to, it's my job. And I feel like two things I'll never do is endanger any of the dogs I'm working on. I can't focus on vlogging. I need to focus on the dog that I'm working on. Okay. I'm not going to so I really don't like doing that. There are people who do dog grooming YouTube channels. There's a girl called The Girl with the Dogs. I love her. If you ever want to watch someone, The Girl with the Dogs is a riot. She does all kinds of crazy stuff. I watch her and I'm like, I could never. Anyway, so I really don't want to do that. Maybe I'll do vlogs, and I'll do like sometimes in my vlogs, I'll be like, oh, here's the dogs that I worked on this week. Maybe at the end of next week, I'll do I could do like a whole collage. If I remember to do before and after pictures, I could do like a collage of all the dogs that I worked on all week. But it's going to be a crazy week. But cha-ching, cha-ching, money for me. But I've had a couple of quiet weeks, which is good because my husband was sick and all that. I didn't really want anyone around. Also, our entire freaking driveway is an ice rink. So it's going to have a little bit of time to melt over the weekend before my first one comes on Sunday. So that's good. Anyway, I'm going to go in. But if Peter Man's watching this, I don't know if he is or not, Monday, your surprise book should be at the post office for Cousin Fun Day next week. And I know he's going to like it. It's different. That's all I'm going to say. It's different. It's not it's not true crime. It's actually nonfiction. So that's all I got to say about that. What else is going on? Nothing. I'm working a lot. So it is Saturday when this is going up. I don't think I'm going to I'm going to try to get a Jeremy video up on Sunday. So tomorrow, as you're watching this. Can't promise, but I'm working on it. Okay, cross your fingers, because I know Jeremy is like, where is that video? And I really do want to do it. And it's getting to be like, it's kind of timely. It's like, if I don't do it soon, it ain't gonna matter. So I really need to do it. Oh, also, side note, I am so over my hair extensions. I already want to take these out. They're itchy. They're so itchy. Things people don't tell you about hair extensions, they're itchy. Okay, I am constantly scratching my scalp, and it's making me nuts. And I already started taking some of them out. And you know, it's like I did the long hair and I liked it. I gotta say, it was a trial. I miss my short hair already. Is that weird? I miss my short hair. I really do. I like my short hair. This is cute, but you know what? I have wigs. If I want long hair, I'll throw a wig on with my hat. So I think I'm gonna take my hair extensions out this weekend. So next week when you see me, I'll either be wearing a wig under a hat, or I'll have my hair extensions out and I'll just be my hair again. But I kind of miss my short hair. I like it. I like playing with it and styling it. And there's really not much to do with this long hair and the extensions. I either wear it up or I throw a hat on, or I put it in a ponytail. Plus it's heavy, and I have to wear a hat out because it's cold and it is so itchy right now. I am dying. I'm like, I can't wait to take this hat off. My hair is all dirty and sweaty under this. Okay, I'm going in, and thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Wish me luck next week. It's going to be crazy, but I never complain about my job because my job is making dogs pretty and working with dogs every day. Dream job. Not kidding. Not for everyone. There is a lot of stress involved because you are dealing with sharp, pointy objects and dogs' health and safety. So it is very focused. You know, I'm using scissors, I'm using clippers. I am very careful, and yeah, it's not something I want to be like vlogging and having scissors around a dog who's moving all over the table. That is not safe. So that's why I don't do a dog grooming channel. I just don't want to. I want to focus on my job is my job, and this is the thing I do in my spare time for fun that I love doing. I love doing both. But you know, when it's like one of those, I said I was gonna go. It's one of those things where something's a hobby and it's really fun, and then you make it into like a thing, and then it's not fun anymore. If I did a YouTube about my dog stylist business, I wouldn't enjoy it half as much. I would feel it would bother me. I don't like that. That's my job. That's the thing I do. Just like my husband isn't always on here. We don't share our whole life and all that. That's our life. That's separate. This channel's about me and my dogs and what I do and things that are important to me. So those things will make appearances, just like I'm a yoga teacher, but I don't want to do a yoga channel. That's a thing that I do for me. It's a spiritual thing for me, and it's a thing with me, and when I was teaching me and my students. I don't want to put it out on YouTube because I can't compete with Yoga with Adrienne. Okay, I would never. And Fight Master Yoga is another one I like if you're looking for good yoga channels. Fight Master Yoga and Yoga with Adrienne. I love Kino. Kino's yoga. She does Ashtanga though, which is very challenging. But I love Kino. She's like one of my heroes. But there are so many good yoga channels out there. I don't want to do that either. Those are things that I do in real life that I don't want to bring to YouTube. All the stuff that I don't really bring to my real life a lot, like all this, like my makeup and all that, that's what I like sharing here. Because I have nobody to share that with, really. I could reach out in the community and maybe do makeup. I don't want to do that. I like doing makeup for YouTube and reviews for YouTube. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. And it's warming up next week. I'm ready for it to be spring. I am so over this cold and this winter. I am over it. Tired of feeling sick all the time. Like I always have a cold. My throat's always scratchy. I'm always coughing. I hate it. We need spring. Okay. Oh, by the way, spring is in like less than 29 days, I think. I think it's March 29th or something. I asked Alexa yesterday, and she told me. I just forgot. And I'm not going to look it up right now because I'm recording on my phone. Okay, so spring is coming. Spring is coming. Oh, so is the time change. The time change is in like a week or something. It's really early. It's like March 7th or something. So we spring forward, but I'm excited because it's going to stay dark lighter later. So I'll be able to, I just want to record out on my patio because I love my patio so much. I want to record everything on the patio. Makeup on the patio, reviews on the patio, hanging out on the patio, chickens and ducks and dogs and bunnies and squirrels and everything on the patio. I cannot wait to just record on the patio. If I have time next week, one of the warm days, and I'm done early enough with work, I will try to record a vlog out on the patio or some makeup or something, but I can't promise. Okay, love you guys. See you.